What if I told you that a tiny spice, smaller than your fingernail, one you probably overlook every day, could bring life back to your body and trigger an erection in just 1 minute? It doesn't matter how old you are, how many pills you've tried, or how many times you've been disappointed. One small bite could begin to restore the strength you thought was gone forever. I know it sounds hard to believe, but hear me out. What I'm about to reveal could change everything. My name is Dr. Laura, and for over 30 years I've helped men over 60 reclaim what time and modern life had slowly taken away: confidence, circulation, energy, and the power to feel like themselves again. Not with expensive medications or empty tricks, but by awakening what the body still knows how to do, when you give it exactly what it needs. Here's the twist. The solution isn't a new pharmaceutical breakthrough or a high-tech gadget. It's something much simpler. A spice that has always been hiding in plain sight. One your ancestors used before intimacy, and one that modern science now confirms works better than anyone ever imagined. The irony? You've probably walked past it in your kitchen hundreds of times without knowing what it could do. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how chewing this spice for just 60 seconds can open your blood vessels, reduce the stress that's been crushing your testosterone, fight gum disease that blocks circulation, and even help you sleep more deeply so your hormones can recover naturally. I'll guide you step by step, and by the end, you'll know exactly how to use it and what to expect within 7, 14, and 30 days. But before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of the natural health tools I create specifically for men like you. And if this message resonates with you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 so I know how to serve you better. Now, let's get to the heart of this discovery. Because nothing works unless you understand what makes this tiny spice so powerful. The secret lies in a natural compound hidden inside every clove: eugenol. This ingredient is why your blood starts flowing, why your vessels relax, and why your body begins to respond the way it once did, maybe even better. I'll never forget the day a patient looked me in the eyes and said, "Doctor, I just want to feel like myself again." He wasn't talking about six-pack abs or running marathons. He was talking about intimacy, confidence, that quiet strength a man carries when his body still responds the way it's supposed to. That's what led me to search for natural alternatives, and again, I kept returning to the incredible power of eugenol. Here's how it works. When you chew just 1 or 2 cloves, the oils release this compound, and almost immediately it enters your bloodstream through the membranes in your mouth. That's when the magic begins. Eugenol acts as a natural vasodilator, which means it helps your blood vessels relax and expand, especially the stubborn, narrow ones that feed your sexual organs. After 60, those vessels often become stiff and lose flexibility. That's why blood doesn't flow the way it used to. Eugenol acts like a gentle massage for your arteries, opening the pathways so blood can move freely again. And what makes it even more powerful is that eugenol stimulates the production of nitric oxide, the very same molecule that little blue pills try to mimic. The difference? This isn't artificial chemistry. This is natural biology, happening inside your body without side effects, without headaches, without that sudden crash afterward. Many men describe a gentle warmth, a sense of circulation returning within minutes. Subtle, yet powerful. And if that's what one compound can do, just wait until you hear how this spice tackles the stress that's been silently draining your testosterone for years. You see, I've had countless men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s come into my office, eyes downcast, whispering the same words. It just doesn't work like it used to. And I always tell them, it's not a personal failure, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, it's biology. As we age, those tiny blood vessels that support erections begin to narrow and harden. Years of stress, processed foods, inflammation, and lack of movement take their toll. The result? Blood doesn't flow as it should. And without blood flow, an erection simply can't happen. But here's what most doctors never say out loud. Those changes aren't permanent. They're reversible. And that's why clove is such a powerful ally for older men. Remember that compound we talked about, eugenol? It doesn't just relax your vessels. It also helps restore flexibility to their inner walls. Think of it like cleaning a rusty pipe until it's smooth again. Blood begins to flow more easily, more fully, and exactly where it needs to go. Some of my patients have told me that after just a couple of weeks of using this method daily, they woke up with morning erections for the first time in years. Not from a pill, not from a miracle, but because their circulation finally had the chance to work again. That's the beauty of this natural method. It doesn't force your body. It awakens it. It reminds your body how to do what it was designed to do all along.